Hello everybody, in this video I'm going to take a look at the ANVIL. Now this game, well, I already covered it in early access way back in 2021. However, the game gets a big update and is going to release officially version 1.0 on July 27th.
Fighting mechanical life forms that reigned over the planets. But humanity's will for prosperity found a way to fight off these overwhelming foes. The holy first realm ever discovered contained the ability of limitless replication. Thus, remote expedition base ANVIL was built. Humanity used mind transfer system called Amber to control the breakers that grow stronger each time they fall.
Alright, so what is ANVIL? Well, basically this is a top-down shooter action roguelite with support for co-op up to 3 players. So basically there are different planets which you need to conquer. Each planet have a set of stages that you need to complete. And if you fail, like some roguelite game of course, you're gonna get some progression outside of the combat. Although some things that you acquire, upgrades through the level, you won't get to keep them. Now before we jump into things, I recommend you playing with the controller. It's just more fun playing like that, but again you can decide which one is support both. And like good old roguelite game, you're gonna unlock more things as you progress. So even if you fail, you're still gonna progress and make your character much stronger. There are lots of varieties of different breakers, and I think that's what makes it unique. I mean, I found some ones that I didn't enjoy playing until I found the one that just was amazing. Again, so you're gonna find something that fits your playstyle, whether it's melee, range, etc. Just so you know, what you see here is a pre-release version of the game. Basila was able to enjoy all the content. Alright, so as I told you before, this is, by the way, planet. You see 3 different sections. This is just a practice, so it's pretty short. And most of them, by the way, are not that long either. And basically, if your breaker lands and you need to use the ability to clear enemies, think like 80s, you need to clear the area. And you need to get resources in order to buy upgrades. Those upgrades won't stay with you for other runs, just for that specific run for that planet. And you need to make sure to create a strong build. In fact, this game is quite different than many other similar games because the way the game is designed, and I won't spoil it for you, it's designed for you eventually to rely on the things you actually get from doing different runs, those upgrades that actually stay with you after you finish the run, like the relics, which find replicates of, where you can actually use. There are lots of different relics, some of them specific location they need to farm for them for your build. And again, the game is designed in a way that eventually you need to rely on those permanent upgrades rather than those you actually get during the run. And it's actually get to the point where you really need to just rely on that eventually towards the end game. Now, upgrades will be random for you, so again, it's up to you to decide, if you see something high rarity or something that really perfect your build, decide whether you want to just wait or just go with it. I mean, sometimes it's better to wait in order to really enjoy better loot. And sometimes there might be something very good, but you can't purchase it because, you don't have enough resources. And there are also bosses in the game, lots of them. Now, of course, you're going to take your time to unlock. You need to get resources, but developer provide me the resource so I can actually, just unlock everything so I can share things with you. And my opinion, of course, about the game, about the full release. And basically, you can see here, all of them unlock. Each one has its own unique skill, and they're amazing, I have to tell you. You're going to find for sure something that just fits your playstyle. Whether you like sniping, whether you like flamethrower, whether you like really strong melee combat, you have everything here, and you can further even customize it. We're going to talk about this in a moment. There's also the season reward where you progress, and when you progress, you're going to get more resources, which are needed for many different upgrades because there's lots of in-depth upgrades here that you can actually do to customize things, and also a path. We're going to talk about this also in a moment. So you can progress, of course, by just playing. One of the things in the lobby is seeing the database, this database which include all the information about all the different items, and there are tons of items out there which you can unlock, including weapons. You can later assign, by the way, specific weapons for your chosen breaker. And you can see there is also all the different relics which you want to farm for them, for really have a strong build, skill upgrades, and more. All of them available in this kind of, the little encyclopedia wiki for everything in game. So remember, in this game, even if you fail, it's not the end. You're still going to get some things that allows you to, find different relics. You're going to get currency. You're going to get things that actually allows you to further improve your character outside of the run. So you can see that I acquired several relics. At the end, by the way, you can actually see all the different, the build information. And you can see that I'm getting resources after finishing, vault points. And I got relic replication, which I need to, there's a chance for you to get at the end, which allows you basically to use the relic with your character. Now, as I told you, each character feels unique and interesting. This is a flamethrower where you can actually also put shields. It's insane. Take a look. And the thing is that having the right build is very, very important. For example, when I thought against this one, I told myself I'm just not dealing enough damage, and basically I need to, try something else. So yeah, I failed, and I was very upset because again, I knew, well, I need to do something. And that's the cool thing about these games, right? To improve, find the right build, and hopefully succeed. Now keep in mind also that the dash option for some of the characters, some of them don't have dash, allows you to really kind of give you extra buff and stuff if you unlock them. So again, the game kind of, if you're good in timing, you can really benefit from it in this game if you do a perfect dash. And this is, by the way, the second time, which of course I failed again.
Your breaker suit has been destroyed. Transmitting collected data
Until I came across a weapon before the boss, this Cryo Beam Cannon. This is an epic one. And, wow, the difference. Maybe this is a balance issue, I don't know, but I just wrecked the boss. And keep in mind, this is the run just after I failed, what I showed you. So yeah, we're talking about difference. There's also upgrades which you can unlock after finishing, I think, the second planet or third one, which defense, offensive, and strategic. And after finishing the third level with the Kraken, by the way, I use the same weapon, don't tell anybody. I unlock the toy workers, and there are several of them. All of them are amazing. This kind of your companion, and it's not just for beauty. They are no cosmetics. They are really doing something. And the cool thing is that you can actually re-roll their stats and unique buffs that you get. But you have a certain amount. You start from 0. You re-roll for resources until you get to 100. If you don't get what you want, you can just reset everything and start again. So it limits the amount of even if you with the resources, how many things you can actually try until you get what you want. So for example, I can just roll different modifications. So you can see 44 limit. If I get to 100, I can't do it anymore. Unless if I want to really upgrade things, I need to start from the beginning. But then I lose everything, the modifications and the upgrades and what I got actually from re-rolling them. And you can see that if you do the remodify, it actually costs you resources as well. So this is for min-maxing and try to really get those extra things for your path. But keep in mind, the path main ability is actually untouched. I mean, just legendary one, and it's there for you. For each specific one, you're gonna have unique ability. So again, some of them reduce the reduction of your shield regeneration. Some of them give you extra damage, like this one. Some of them deal damage themselves. They shoot missiles. So you can actually see all the possible options that you have. So you can see, you decide whether you want to, try to reroll and get the perfect build. But keep in mind, the other modifiers are not something really huge. It's not really. But again, if you want to min-max everything, you can try and to see if you actually get something good. Aside from that, for each modifier, you can actually upgrade and level it up. But again, as you continue to level up, the upgrade success rate lowers. So again, you get to a point where, well, it's very hard to really get to the much higher ones. So you see upgrade success rate 30, and I'm trying to get more and more, and I fail because the success rate is much lower. And eventually I get to a point where I can't do it anymore. You see limit 96, 92, 96. If you get to 100, you can't reroll anymore. If you want to try again, you need to just erase everything and try again for the modifiers and the upgrades and everything again. There's also the skill tab, weapons and skins. The skills are again specific for your class, for your specific breaker. And of course, to upgrade, you need to progress through the system reward to get the resources. Also, when you get resources, you can actually craft weapons. So even if you have a starter weapon for your specific breaker, you can actually change that and just craft different weapons based on resources. And you can just start with a different weapon that you really enjoy. That might be very, very strong or synergize well with your breaker. You also can equip relics, which you find. Again, some of them are for specific areas. So you can unlock even the fourth one and equip different relics that are very powerful, different rarities. You see the purple is epic. The yellowish one is legendary, and try to combine things for a better build. Here you can see the resources for the weapons if you want to craft them, you can see that I wanted this one, the crypto beam cannon, but I can't because I don't have enough resource. I need to go and farm for it. And there are also skins as well for your character. For example, this is my favorite breaker that I play. I really love it, really fast, agile and shoots fast, and I really like the mobility, and it's really fun playing with it. And you can see different type of skins. So again, regarding the game, the thing is that sometimes I might feel that it's too short, the levels are too short to actually create a proper build, but you need to think that this game is not like Hades, for example. You need to really invest replaying it in order to get permanent upgrades. This is why that's the way the game is designed. So it's not about, you're going to get the perfect build inside the run. You're going to get lots of different options to upgrade things outside of the run. And eventually you need to make sure that you have a really great build without relying on anything in-game. There are also elements, by the way. Some bosses have kind of have a weakness for different elements, so we can actually listen. The AI will tell you. So one decide maybe you're gonna go with specific weapons that you're gonna have an advantage against specific bosses that they have weakness against. And that's it for my first video. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section below. By the way, the game is available now already. It was in early access on Steam, but again, on July 27th is going to be released, the full version outside of early access. So make sure to check it out if you enjoy what you see here. Again, any question in the comment section below. Enjoy a bit more gameplay. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.
Objective complete. Transmission process complete. You may return to ANVIL.